Welcome back everyone to Web Gaming Entertainment. My name is Walter and I'm coming to you with an update for Tech Executive Tycoon. Now it has been a while since the last update and that's exactly what this video is for. It's going to be roughly 8 to 9 minutes on the video and I'm going to address primarily those who have been disappointed with the delays. So in essence I'm going to share with you what caused the delay. And the good news is I'm going to share with you where we are today. So I'm not going to waste time. In the background while I give you guys this update, you'll see the newest build of the game. We're not showing everything today, obviously, but you will see quite a bit in this video relating to the gameplay and different windows, different processes like hiring and things like that. I would love to explain each piece to you, but we're going to save that for the next update, which I'm hoping to bring to you next month. We're going to get back to a month-by-month basis, but the good news is I don't really want to talk much about updates because I'd rather talk about the release date. And in fact, don't want to tease you though. In fact, what I'm hoping to do is to provide you what we hope, when we hope to release within the next month or two. And let me just sort of elaborate on that just a tad bit. We have a release date in mind right now. I have it in my head, but I cannot share with you because we've learned a valuable lesson from the past and we've given release dates and that has come back to bite us in so many numerous painful ways. So we have learned our lesson. Do not give release dates if you are absolutely positively not sure, if you're going to be able to honor those dates. So we have, as a result, decided not to share the release date today. But as I said, I do hope to give you a release date in the very near future. So we'll see about that. But to get to the point, we did suffer some setbacks in the sense of, delaying the game's release date. So let's go back and talk a little bit about the moment that we realized the game was not going to be released, in the timetable that we had set forth prior. And what that was, we were doing testing quite a few months back, almost a year now. In fact, we had a testing phase going. And the thing is, the testing phase was extremely successful because what we were able to do was find out many things that about our game, so to speak. So we got the feedback that we needed. And in that feedback, we found out what wasn't working. Clearly there's going to be things that wasn't going to work, but we had a great view of our game from all of you who tested the game. Thank you so very much. First of all, I just wanted to make sure I say that. But as a result, we realized that it was some game-breaking bugs that really, had we even tried to fix them, it would have still left somewhat of a shattered foundation, so to speak, if you can follow me on that. So what am I saying? We essentially realized that we had to go back and pretty much overhaul the entire game. So what do? We went back. We had a choice, right? We had a choice on the left hand. We could just patch, and try to build onto a patched foundation, which was just not really logical. And as a result, clearly we chose the option on the right, which was to suffer some setbacks, and most notably the release date, timetable, and overhaul the game. And that's exactly what we did. And as a result, we've come to find out that that was the most wonderful decision that we could have made, because now the game is in such a greater state, and it's even to the point where it's easier to create the game as a result of what we've done now. So the good news, to add to the good news, is that we're farther along than we've ever been at any point in the development of this game today. And that's wonderful. And what that allows us to do now is now we're at the point where we're actually just putting in gameplay. So that's wonderful. And of course, we're still, not just gameplay, I'll take a step back there. I would say gameplay and a lot of the art assets. One thing that we wanted to leave for the, toward the end is the final art assets. But let's talk a little bit about what we're actively working on right now. And right now we're working on, primarily let's start with advanced AI. We're working on advanced AI. There you go. That intro to that was just horrible. But anyway, we're working on advanced AI. And what that means is we're working on the aspect of the game where it challenges you, the player. So we want to make sure that this game the AI challenges you, and it gives you, dynamic challenges, so to speak, so that you're not just, think of it like this. When you play a game like this, you don't want to get to a point. Some people may want to get to this point, but most people who like a challenge don't want to get to the point where you can predict, or you can, sort of get a formula that works every single time, no matter what you do. We want to make this game so that, one formula can work, but it's not always guaranteed. So, pretty much like the real world, you can get a formula, and at best, it's just a great formula that gives you the best opportunity at success. It never guarantees success. So that's what we're trying to emulate in the game. You can pick up different habits, different traits, different things that you like to do, different practices, but we never want you to feel as if though it's a guaranteed victory or a guaranteed solution even. So we want to make sure that our AI is advanced enough to provide that sort of challenge. The verdict will be out until you guys play the game, of course, on that, but that is definitely something that we're actively working on right now. In addition to that, we're working on finalizing the windows and the UI. Some of the windows that you're seeing even right now are final, some are not. So and we'll get into that a little more to sort of explain to you the kind of art style that we're going for. You can sort of see it a little bit with the sort of see-through windows to a degree, or transparent windows with just different sorts of, we want to keep it clean, so to speak, for lack of a better term. But all of us working on art, we are trying to make sure it all has an identity, that all the, every piece of the UI sort of, mimics the other, and that it's all within the same family. But I won't go into too much detail on that, but that's just another thing we're working on right now. We're also working on the events in the game. So the events in the game, what I mean by that is, as a player of the game, you make decisions that affect the world around you, but also things happen in the world that you have to respond to, and that's a big part of what we're working on right now. And as I said, finalizing the UI style, we're adding more characters, adding more objects in the game, like desks, chairs, computers, things like that that you'll be buying and using within your office, as well as creating. We're actually also working on finalizing the product creation aspect of the game, and that's what we hope to show next month as we start gearing up toward release. We definitely want to move as fast as we can while making sure everything is as perfect as it can be. So outside of that, that's just the main things we're working on right now. Most is related to art, but we're going to get into a whole bunch more related to that in the upcoming videos. So thanks guys for watching. I hope that sort of helps you understand what has happened in the past, and where we have arrived to. I hope that excites you, because it's exciting to us, because we know where we've come from. It's been a long road but to see where we are today versus where we were, it's a very great feeling, because we know where we could have been if we had kept down the same path. But because we made the decisions that we made, we realize now today that those decisions were wonderful, and we are much better, as well as, or most importantly, the game is much better as a result of it. So thanks guys for your passion, for your and please present some questions. If you have any questions, please present them. We're going to try to address them in the next video. So thanks guys. Hopefully we'll see you in the very, very near future. Thank you.